Yeah, you know what? I gotta tell you, like, the car makes all the right noises. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I am here with my good friend Eli, and today we're talking about his 1979 Mercury Capri. All right, Eli, we were talking a little bit before we got started here about the car, and you know, I think I was explaining what I love so much about this car is, you know, like, you know, I have the fixer-upper notch now, and I'm really appreciating the fact that, you know, your car, while obviously it's not a $100,000 build here, right? But you enjoy the hell out of this car. You drive it everywhere. You actually drove it from Wisconsin here?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Second time.
Second time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Second year in a row.
All right, guys, so we're actually in North Carolina right now for Foxtoberfest, and yeah, so you heard that Eli actually drove his car here from Wisconsin, second time in a row. All right, Eli, so second time in a row driving this car here to North Carolina. So I gotta know, before we talk about the car, I wanna know a little bit more about you. What actually got you into the Foxbody game? Was this something that you were always passionate about, or is this kind of a new thing for you?
Well, I've always kind of been car guy for sure. Not really Foxbody specific, but I actually had the opportunity to trade. I was selling a four-wheeler and actually had the opportunity to trade that four-wheeler for this car. You
traded a four-wheeler for this?
Yep.
That's a pretty good deal.
Yep. About 2.5, almost 3 years ago.
Okay. Now, I'm assuming the car was not in this condition.
Actually, kind of how you see it, paint-wise, is how I got it.
Okay.
So the white fenders and the rest was, you know, primer gray.
Yep.
I haven't really changed anything from that, but everything else, I like telling people I've changed everything on the car besides the paint.
Okay. Yeah, with my fixer-upper notch, it's pretty much the same thing. Like that thing is, it's how I got it. Don't you know, poke fun at me. It's not my problem. But I actually like it, and you know, something that, you know, is surprising to me is with when I see cars like this, I always tell people, I'm like, don't paint it. Like, I think it looks really cool when it's like this. You know, as long as everything is aligned properly, it doesn't matter. And it's like the patina cars are really getting popular. And I'm starting to understand that a little bit more, especially now that I have the, you know, the fixer-upper cars. So
there's something simplistic about it.
Right.
You don't have to worry about it.
Right. Now, you obviously are the younger generation, right? That's another thing that really inspired me to you know, approach you and do this video with you. Again, it's not always because, you know, the car is a $100,000 build or something like that, but it's about the people and the passion behind it. So let's talk a little bit about, you know, the engineer, since we got the hood popped. I gotta let you share the story. I like we were talking before, I know that you had some issues with the car. Was it last year?
Yeah, last year before Foxtoberfest.
Before Foxtoberfest, right? What happened to the car? What did you do? And this, I'm pretty sure, like, you rebuilt this thing overnight, right?
Like a week. I never had an actual temp gauge in it. You know, obviously the stock Ford gauges are just not that accurate,
not the best.
Definitely overheated it. Didn't know about it, and I think it was 2 weeks before Foxtoberfest last year. Noticed I had exhaust in my coolant, and I was like, well, we got 2 weeks here. Let's. I thought it was just a head gasket.
Okay.
So decided to pull everything apart. Wasn't a head gasket. I'm like, uh-oh, what could that be? Warped head. So I've got a good buddy at a machine shop. Took the heads over there, had them shaved down, put everything back together. Literally like 2 days before I had to leave.
Yeah, I remember seeing the post, and then you got in the car and just drove your ass all the way out here.
Untested, you know.
Unbelievable.
Winging it. And it worked.
It worked, yeah, exactly. I mean, you're still driving the car, right? So let's go ahead and talk about the motor here. So what are we looking at?
It is a high compression 306. Keith Black Pistons. It's a stock bottom end besides pistons. So Keith Black Pistons, AFR 185 heads, I believe, and then the Anderson N21 cam.
The Anderson is why you got that nice chop. And listen, there's nothing wrong with the stock bottom end. There's plenty of guys that push these things, you know, a lot harder than the 500, you know, supposed limit. So there's nothing wrong with that. You can make plenty of power.
I've never had it on a dyno, but I think it makes about 400, just under, I think.
Okay,
so
and you know what, for a street car, exactly, for a street car, you know, 400 horsepower is plenty fun, right?
Yep.
As much, you know, fun as you want to have on the street anyway. So
yeah.
I love these wheels, man.
Yeah.
I got to know. So I've never seen these before. What wheels are these?
So they're heritage wheels. I think they're called Hokkaido R's. The rears were custom made by a buddy of mine. I actually bought them secondhand from a buddy of mine. He was selling them. He was going to put them on his Capri.
The rear wheels?
Yeah, the rears.
Okay.
Those are custom made bead locks. They're one off. They're one of one. He only had the rears, so I got a good deal on the rears.
All right, so these are the custom bead locks. Now you said that these wheels you got from a friend.
Yep.
And then you were just able to match the fronts with it, right?
Yeah, I was able to contact the company and
nice.
Match the rears.
Yeah, I love the whole custom beadlock. I went the same route with my car too, you know, something a little bit different.
Yeah.
Just to set it, you know, set it aside from everybody else, right?
Yeah.
I think it looks great, man. I've never seen these wheels before.
Yeah, I think they turned out really well.
They look really good. Yeah, especially on this, you know, in your setup here, it looks great. So what about suspension and brakes? What do you got going on with the car here?
Suspension. So in the front, I have a TMZ K Member with the A-arms, with the matching A-arms. SN95 Spindles with the Cadillac ATS brakes.
Wow.
So big brakes. Suspension-wise, QA1 pretty much all around. So I have the QA1 Coilovers in the front, the QA1 Shocks in the rear with a UPR Coilover kit.
Wow.
I was having a lot of rubbing issues in the rear, which I had stock springs in it for a while.
Yeah.
So I was like, last winter I decided to just do coilovers in the rear so I could adjust stuff.
You know, it's surprising actually that you know, you've got all the right stuff in this car. Very unsuspecting.
Yeah.
Right? Like people might look at the car and just think like this is just a stock, you know, primered Capri.
Yeah.
Well, you've actually got all the right suspension parts. It's very sneaky. Exactly. I love it. That's another reason why I love this car.
Yeah.
You know, the wing.
Yeah.
Tell me about this wing here.
So that's the upper SVO wing.
This SVO, okay, I knew it kind of looked familiar.
Yeah. The rear, the bottom one is actually Cerbinator.
This is Cerbinator,
yeah.
Okay. There's always some cool Foxbody driving by, right? I love it. So this is a Cerbinator wing, okay.
Yeah, Cerbinator wing.
Yeah, I kind of like the.
I wanted a duckbill.
Okay.
And, you know, when I first got the car, I was looking, you know, at a wing. It had originally had a 3-piece on it.
Yep.
But I had wanted a duck wing, or you know, a duckbill, and I like the Cerbinator ones a lot.
Yeah, I like it. It looks good too, and it's different. Again, you know what I mean? It's different.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. It's unique.
It's very unique. Exactly.
The SVO wing I actually found on Marketplace with some other things for $80. So I was like, I couldn't not pass it up. So
every once in a while you'll find
might as well throw it on there.
Yeah, every once in a while you'll find some deals on Marketplace.
Yeah.
All right, so you know, another thing I noticed here is you've got this kind of cool Carter's Customs rear diffuser, and what are the side skirts? The
Celine side skirts.
The side skirts, okay.
The side skirts just Celine, and then the ground effects are Carter's.
Okay. And then you were just telling me that you actually made the front splitter here?
Carter's Customs, his shop actually had burned down.
Right.
As probably a lot of people know already, last summer. And I had the side skirts and the rear diffuser, and I really wanted something to put on the front to, you know, match the rest of it.
Right.
So I actually bought a big sheet of the ACM that he uses off Amazon. I think it was like $100, and I bolted it on underneath, you know, screwed it on underneath, and then just took a jigsaw and cut it out to, you know, how I kind of liked it.
It actually, if you didn't tell me, you know, I wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people too will just, you know, they see the rear diffuser, you know, and the side skirts, or what, you know, and just assume that it's all like a matching set.
Yeah.
So, man, good job. And I'm assuming, as far as, you know, work on the car, that you've done all the work on this yourself as well, right?
Everything, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we've, you know, kind of talked a little bit about the motor, you know, suspension, brakes, which you've got the big boy brakes on here as well. Transmission, is it just a stock T5?
Stock T5.
Okay.
That was in it when I got the car.
Gotcha. Yeah, stock.
Still holding on.
Stock T5 will take some abuse, you know. So there's nothing wrong with that, especially with a 400 horsepower car. You know, let's go ahead and take a look on the inside because you've actually got quite a setup going on in here. Yeah. Let's take a look inside here. So you've got the whole headset set up here. Yep. Obviously being safe with, you know, fire extinguisher, right? Yep. Man, so you really do drive this car.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, a lot of inspiration from a lot of different cars with, you know, I live like 20 minutes from Road America, which is a big road course. Mm-hmm. So we have all the IMSA cars and Indy cars and, you know, all those cars. So seeing a lot of the race car stuff there's a lot of inspiration there, including, you know, cars here. So a lot of like road race rally kind of inspiration with this car specifically. Yeah. So, I mean, the radio's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, I love it. And again, you know, what I'm really trying to, the point I'm really trying to get across with this video again is that, you know, it doesn't matter the condition of the car. It doesn't have to be a big build, you know, big money build car, whatever. You can actually get into one of these cars and, you know, make it your own and just get out and drive it and enjoy it, because that's really the whole point of these cars, is to enjoy them. And I kind of feel sometimes with these big build cars that the owners don't really get to enjoy them too much because they're a little, you know, more concerned about, you know, whether they're going to get scratched or, you know, somebody's going to steal their car, whatever, right? You can actually get in this car, drive it from Wisconsin to North Carolina, and just have so much fun. I see a lot of the pictures that you post on social with all the places that you're visiting, so you're really living life and
just trying to enjoy everything, you know, all you can.
Yeah, absolutely, right? So this car is kind of giving you that ability to go out and do that.
To be part of such an amazing community here.
Yeah, I think it's a very, very supportive community, obviously, right? And again, you're the next generation, so you're gonna have to carry the torch. All right, now Eli, you were just mentioning an incident here with the rear end. What's the story about that one?
So over the winter, I decided this did have a 7.5-inch rear end in it that I put gears in, and decided to go 8.8 finally. Built a rear end for it and did the pinion preload wrong the first time, and I think I screwed up the bearing race in it, and went down to Ponies in the Smokies last minute, like threw the car together like the night before, and decided just to drive it untested. Ended up eating the pinion bearing out of it before we even made it to Indianapolis. Luckily I had a group of people with me, so we were able to put it on a trailer, but had a buddy of mine bring a rear end down the Ponies, meet us down there with it, and we had an Airbnb, so we ended up swapping the 8.8 for stock 8.8 in our Airbnb at Ponies in the Smokies. So I was able to enjoy it and get it done before the actual big show.
That's crazy. And was this something that you guys were just doing like at night? I thought I remember in the story.
I'll send you pictures of it, but yeah, literally in the dark, on top of a fire pit that was in the yard. And you were just
using the flames to light your light your work up. Again, I think that's something about these cars that you've got this memory that, you know, maybe at the time was kind of pain in the ass, but you're going to remember that forever. And, you know, you're also going to enjoy the car that much more because of that experience, right? Like if everything goes right with these cars, you know.
Every time something breaks, it's always a great story.
Absolutely.
I had the starter also fall off at Ponies in the Smokies too. And then the solenoid broke in half in Ponies in the Smokies too. So it's like, you know, comes in threes.
Yeah, there you go. And, you know, now at least you know whatever this car throws at you, you've pretty much tackled all the big ones.
That was a big thing with, you know, building this car, to keep it simple, because if something goes wrong, you know exactly what goes wrong.
Exactly. What about the exhaust? I don't think we actually talked about that with this car. What do you got going on exhaust wise?
Just stock shorties in the front, and an H pipe that was on the car when I got it. But then we decided to do because I'm doing a lot of street driving, decided to do electric cutouts.
Oh, nice.
And those have been totally worth the money.
Okay, so you can open them up,
yeah,
basically active exhaust, okay.
Yeah, with a key fob, just, you know, loud, quiet. When you get on the highway, you go quiet. Or if you're rolling into town here trying to show off, you
open it up. Yeah.
It's so nice.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
And what mufflers are on the car?
Just like a Thrush turbo muffler.
Okay,
real quiet, cheap muffler.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just dumped underneath.
Okay, okay. It sounds great. I mean, again, I usually hear you coming. But I honestly didn't know that you had the cutouts on there, so we're gonna have to maybe get a little clip of that where you can have them close and then open them up and just hear the difference. There's always somebody ripping around here. Again, that's what I love about this show.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. So I want to show you what the exhaust sounds like here. This is actually open with this active exhaust, and now he's gonna close it. Look at that. All right, that sounds good. Nice, that's closed, right? There we go, now it's open again. Yeah, I love it. All right, Eli, so real quick, I almost forgot to ask you about your taillights because these are what, the classic LEDs?
Classic LEDs.
Okay, they're so bright.
Yeah,
I think even here in the sunlight, you know what, you wanna go and just like click these on real quick and we'll see if even here in the sunlight, if we can see how bright these things are. Yeah. So that's just when you turn them on, they do kind of do a little strobing thing. That's amazing. And again, we're like full sun right here, and look how bright these things are. Now, is it also your turn signals and everything, or is it just the brake lights? There we go. Look at that. You're not gonna miss those those turn signals. Awesome. Yeah, you guys, if you like these taillights, you got to hit up Travis at Classic LEDs. Beautiful. All right, guys, this is always my favorite part of the video. What do you say we go for a ride? What rear end gear do you have in the car?
273 right now.
Really, a 273? You know what? For all the for all the highway driving you do, that's actually probably a good idea.
You know, when I was going to Detroit, I was getting like 21 miles to the gallon.
21 miles to the gallon. That's amazing. You know, my first car was actually an 85 GT, and this interior just kind of brings me back. A lot of good memories with that car. Suspension is firm, but it's comfortable. It's not like solid mount, you know, firm.
It's all, you know, all of them are adjustable, so it's just the loosest setting.
Gotcha.
The softest setting.
Yeah, you know what? I gotta tell you, like, the car makes all the right noises, and it's fun. It feels great, and I think with the suspension too, it really helps us plant the car to the ground. You got any other big plans for the car?
I'd like to do a transmission with it. Obviously, stock T5.
Sure.
You know, maybe it's TKO or TKX.
Okay.
Be nice. I'd like to get a nice ratio down low to be able to use highway use, but I like something, you know, mess with the gearing to be able to have fun, and, you know,
right
on a street like this.
Yeah, you don't want to lose.
Still, you know, highwayable.
Yeah, not lose the ability to take these long trips and still get that decent gas mileage, right?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we are back from the ride, and Eli, I got to tell you, bud, I love this car. I love that you've kind of put your stamp on it and made it your own.
Yeah.
And I mean, it runs great, sounds great. I love the active exhaust, the classic LEDs out on the back.
Yeah.
And again, you know, the custom wing, you've really made the car your own. And I think that's kind of what's important too, right?
Yeah.
You know, so I love the fact that you're so young and you're so passionate about, you know, this, I guess, you know, not just the car, it's the community, right?
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, I guess I speak for all the old guys. We appreciate you. We appreciate the younger generation.
You too,
yeah,
you know, teaching us.
Absolutely, buddy. Well, hey man, look, I really enjoyed going for a ride in the car. Thanks for helping me get back into the game here. You're my first video in about a year.
Thank you.
I know it's a little bit rough. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap things up here. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Eli, again, buddy, I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
No problem, thank you.
If you guys have any questions or comments about the car, post them down below. We'll do our best to answer them for you. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.